Hello, welcome to the video. Today we're going on a bit of a history lesson, hopefully. We're down at Kilnsea wetlands. We're just going for a little walk and we're going to see World War I monument. Now, a few people at work said to me, "What are you doing this week, mate? Photographing? Flying your drone?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "I'm thinking about going to video a sound mirror." Well, a lot of them didn't know what a sound mirror was, so I had to explain it. Some of them still didn't get it, so I had to show them a picture of it. So it's not a lot to look at, but I'm fairly sure it's a listed structure, monument, I think it is. Dates back to the First World War, and I believe it was built in 1916, 1917. And it served its purpose for the time. So we're about halfway there, and so nice day, and I'll see you when we get there. Won't be long. Right, so here we are, Kilnsea sound mirror. Now, as you can see, it's a big tall structure, stands about 15 foot high, and it's basically a concrete, basically a satellite dish, because you can see how it's curved in, and on this pole here used to sit a microphone. You used to point to that, and then there used to be an operator down there with an amplifier, and it was used for detecting enemy aircraft, airships, zeppelins, that sort of stuff. And the microphone funneled into there, and because of the shape of it, amplified it to the middle, and then it used to give them about 4 minutes warning. And like I said, the operator used to be somewhere around here, and then once it was detected, it would notify the various places around. Over there used to be Fort Goodwin. They used to have 2 big 9.2 inch guns, so it'd be notified there, so they'd be ready for when they came over. That was back in World War I. And World War II was a different game, because planes got faster and whatever. This didn't really work, because by the time that the signal picked up on the microphone, the planes was over, bombing Hull and all places like that. And that's when radar first came to light. So we're going to get some pictures and what, yeah. I'm going to put the drone up and get some aerial footage, and we'll go back to the car, and then we'll go down to Kilnsea itself and see if we can video with a drone of what's left of the garrison and the structures what the guns was placed on. Sadly, coastal erosion, it's all going into the sea now. So, one thing is, I believe that this one is the only one in the country that's still got this bar. The rest of them haven't. And they come in different shapes and sizes as well. A lot of them are like this, and some of them are just like a wall. So we'll put the drone up and we'll see what footage we can get from that. Right, that's a few shots in the bag. Bit of drone footage in the bag. It's a bit windy down this part, but we still managed it. Drone kept kicking out the gusts of wind, which knocked the orbiting off, so I had to do that manually. So I forgot to set my Fitbit before I left the car park to see the distance it is, so I shall set that before we head off back to the car, and then hopefully I'll put the distance up for anybody who's interested. So we'll go back to the car and then we'll go into Kilnsea and then go along, see if we can get the drone up, if it's not too windy down on the seafront or the cliff edge, whatever, and see if we can just catch a bit of that lot. So we'll see you over there. most of this concrete that's round here is all remnants of Fort Goodwin, and there is tons and tons of it. The section just back there, it must be like trying to put a jigsaw puzzle back together if you was to do this. But now I had a big piece of structure of, well, it looks a bit like a boat sliding down into the sea. And then you've got that like sink plug thing, and that is one of the mounts for the big 9-inch guns. How the hell they got that to turn round, I do not know. And when I put the drone up, or whatever, you'll see the other segments that if you was to piece them together, you would see where that piece fit. And just back over there, behind all that rubble, there's another one of them. So we'll send the drone back up and see what we can see from the air. That's the base of the second gun. I don't know what the other piece of concrete is on top of it. Probably somewhere where they put the ammunition. And then there's that lump over there again. So it's all slowly working its way into the sea, fortunately. I mean, during the wars, there was literally hundreds of people, soldiers that stationed here. Right, we'll wrap it up there. So I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a history lesson. Not the sort of stuff I usually do, like. I just thought I'd give it a go. So we've been to Kilnsea Sound Mirror, and then all this concrete around here, all what's left of Fort Goodwin. We'll make it back to the car now and call it a day. So, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Comments below, please. And hit the subscribe button. Don't cost you anything, don't cost me anything, don't make no on it. I'm just doing these for fun. Gets me out the house. So, till the next one, stay safe, bye for now.